Oh, I guess we live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Keeping It 9450, Codename WBB. I'm your host, Daniel Artes. We got Lolo in the building. Lauren, what's going on? How you doing today?
I am blessed and grateful. Today's a good day. Just here to have a quick recap of the things that have gone on in the last 24 hours. How are you today?
Yo, I'm actually doing pretty good, man. Tired, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in great spirits, man. Just ready to get this podcast going and just have a good time with you. You know how we do.
Absolutely.
Yes. And also, yo, shout outs to everybody in the comments. K Dot is in the comments lounge, doing the good work for us per usual. Let's just get right into it real quick. Let's do this business and get this out the way. We want to give a big shout out to our amazing sponsors who make this podcast possible. First up, let's talk about SeatGeek. Looking for tickets to your favorite event, whether it's concert, sports, or theater, SeatGeek has you covered with the best deals on tickets. Use the code 9450 on SeatGeek and get $20 off your next purchase. Don't miss out. Redeem your discount today at SeatGeek.com. And also, if you're looking for another great deal, if you're a coffee lover like myself, I had some coffee today actually. You have to check out Welsh Mode Coffee Shop. Kickstart your day with their unique coffee blends crafted to take your taste buds on a global adventure with every sip. They meticulously select premium coffee beans from top farms worldwide to ensure unparalleled quality and freshness. Visit www.welshmode.com to explore their diverse range of blends and accessories. That's www.welshmode.com. All right, now that we got that out the way, we are here to recap the Commissioner's Cup. The Minnesota Lynx are your 2024 Commissioner's Cup champions. Lauren, what is your thoughts about this game right here? This was a good one.
I think it was a good game. I was on here on Monday when we got together, and I predicted that the New York Liberty were going to win, and they sadly disappointed me. Darius team. The one time I'm actually rooting for them, they do it the New York way and let me down. Actually, New York is having a good week outside of the Liberty. The Knicks are doing their thing over there, so I'm gonna give them a shout out for that. But overall, I think in the first half, New York looked really good. They were in control. They were able to space the floor and take advantage of open shots. In fact, KT had plenty of open looks from deep for anybody who watched the actual game. She had a total of 17 points, hitting 5 3-pointers. She came up huge for them, especially considering in the beginning of the season, Sandy was just giving her garbage time minutes, and everyone was kind of wondering, like, why isn't she playing more? And I think yesterday was a great example of how good she is for this team and how she kind of takes them over the hump. We already know what she can do on the defensive end, but when she can knock down open shots at a high clip like she did yesterday, I think the Liberty played very well and they're a dangerous team. The Liberty's 50 points at half were the most that Minnesota had given up in the first half all year. And even with that being said, the Lynx were only down at 3 during halftime. I think the Lynx put on a masterclass, a defensive masterclass in the third quarter. I think that's kind of when it got away from New York because they scored a total of 10 points in the entire quarter. You just can't have that happen. And for me, the key to the game was their defensive schemes on Jonquel Jones. Before Tuesday, in her previous 7 games, she had scored 20.6 points, 8.7 rebounds, and was shooting 65% from the field. Yesterday, she didn't score her first bucket into the 1 minute and 22-second mark of the fourth quarter. That's just unacceptable. I mean, when you go back to the 2 game or the previous game that they had played against the Lynx, she was in foul trouble early and she shot 1 for 5 from the field, scoring a total of 4 points. Again, it's just unacceptable. This team needs her to be dominant or they don't have a shot at winning it at all. I think it just shows that in these tougher games when they're not playing the teams like Atlanta and the Mystics and those teams, like JJ's kind of going ghost. Like in the 2 games that they played Minnesota, she has been a non-factor. In fact, so much so last year we sang a little song for her. I almost was going to sing it last night because it was so bad. Like her performance was so bad, and I think in order for them to really be a contender and to be taken seriously, she has to be dominant. Like she has to be dominant.
Tell me, have you seen her?
What?
Classic song right there.
Yeah,
Classic song. We're gonna pull that one up on the timeline, man. One of these
we got to
days,
pull that clip back
we're
up.
gonna pull that clip up on the timeline. But like, all right, so yeah, yo, Jonquel Jones was. Let's be honest, she was shitball. You know, your former MVP, your All Star, one of the best players in the league, shouldn't have these type of games, to be honest. And it's very disappointing. I hope that she bounces back from it. I don't understand, what's going on and everything. I hope everything's all right. But it's just a disappointing performance. Like this game, like I said it on the last podcast, right? Like for the Liberty, this is a big game. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't trust them. We don't believe you. You need more people. And I was right. Called Minnesota winning, offense versus defense. And I was right. Simple as that. And Jonquel Jones is one of those reasons why I just don't trust him, man. Like, I don't understand which Jonquel Jones we're going to get. Are we going to get this star? Like, that MVP season she had, like, where's that person at? That was just like, what, a couple of 100 days ago. Like, where's that one at? That's who I miss, but I mean, it is what it is. But listen, let's talk about the positives from this game real quick, right? Bridget Carlton, all right, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, in the best basketball game of her career. Nephesha College,
Absolutely.
21.6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. The Lynx basically shot like what, almost 50% from the 3-point line. Incredible performance, 14 for 29. And then look, Sabrina Ionescu had a great game. I just kind of felt like they wasted a great opportunity, of a Sabrina good game. She had 23 points and 10 assists. 10 rebounds and 4 assists as well. She had 7 turnovers, but you know, she was still hooping to me. I just thought that she was competing, unlike JJ. You feel me? It's just sad that the Liberty are where they are right now. You know what I'm saying? As a team, like it's crazy how like you're like a trash contender. You're a contending team, but it's like you're not good. And coming into this season, I'm thinking like, okay, cool. We're going to see a repeat. This is going to be a redemption year for the Liberty because they lost in the finals to the Aces. They're going to come back strong. They're going to come back hungry, and some of your main parts ain't hooping, and it's just a shame. So they got to figure it out. Jonquel Jones got to do some soul searching.
And I'm not saying that they're playing bad. They're not playing bad, but for a team that has had an entire year to gel, um, and a team that was in the finals last year, I just think that they should be playing a little bit better, more cohesiveness. And again, Benijah had just come back. She missed 3 games. Sloot just came back. RIP to her mom. She missed a few games as well. So I don't want to be too hard on them. It's one game, but they honestly are just making us look like geniuses because we literally said exactly this. Like, yes, they have the best record in the league, but that's it. Like, they haven't proven anything because they haven't really beat teams that are over 500 consistently, you know?
Yeah, I agree, and that's the problem because like they're going to meet this team further down the road. Like I said, either in that if they go to the finals or whatever, or if they go to the semifinals, they're going to meet one of these teams, whether it's Connecticut, Las Vegas, or Minnesota, and it's just they are very beatable. They are very beatable. It's funny because the Aces have a worse record than the Liberty, and I trust the Aces more than I trust the Liberty. You know what I'm saying? But shout outs to the Lynx, man. The Fisher Collier, man, big game, right? Like taking home the MVP. Minnesota Lynx is getting that $500,000. It's great, surprising win for them. To win this Commissioner's Cup. Definitely didn't have them going this far. I don't think a lot of people had them this good at this time right here. Maybe they would have peaked later on in the season, like after the Olympic break. Definitely didn't have them. You know what I'm saying? But let's segue into this other segment that we wanted to talk about. Like, for real though, are the Minnesota Lynx contenders?
I just want to go back for a second.
Yeah,
A lot of people have been talking about JJ being disappointing in her the few points that she scored yesterday. Like I said, she waited until the 1 minute 22-second mark to score. But I think on the flip side, we also have to give Alana Smith some credit. She has been working her ass off down there defensively in that paint. And it's not just with JJ. Like she was defending Brittany Griner well. Like she's defending these bigs well. And I think she's not getting enough credit for it. Like she's down there banging with them. She's down there, not letting them overpower her and get to their spots. So I just wanted to give her a shout out too, because I think that, we look at JJ's numbers and say she didn't have a good game, but she was out there kind of getting defended pretty well, and she can't blame it on foul trouble this game. Like Alana Smith was just hooping, like she was just defending well. So I just wanted to shout out to her. But to answer your question about are the Lynx legit, I think so. I think that up until this point they didn't get the national media attention that they deserved. Especially like outlets like ESPN, they ranked them ninth in the beginning of the year. They ranked them ninth underneath the Indiana Fever, which in reality, this team is tied for second place with a 13-3 record. We know the stars they have on their team with Nafisa and the reemergence of Kayla McBride, who is just having herself a hell of a year. We talked about her on Monday. But like more specifically, when you dive into the team stats, the Link are among the top 5 in most of the statistical categories. So they're ranked number 1 in net rating. They're ranked first in defensive ranking. They're ranked third in offensive ranking. So that means that on both ends of the floor, they're elite. They're ranked first in fast break points. They're ranked first in assists, which means they pass the ball well. They have no problem with sharing the rock. They're ranked second in steals, second in blocks, and third in three-pointers made per game, first in three-point percentage, and shout out to K-Mac for that. So I think like in totality, in most of these statistical categories, they are in the top, like either one or two. So it just goes to show that they have a pretty good damn team. Like it's just what it is. Flat out, they're decent. They're more than decent. They're good. But I think it's starting to open more people's eyes. Like I said it when we went over the quarterly awards. Cheryl Reeves deserves another Coach of the Year nod. Like the job that she's doing to have these women buy in, the job that she's doing and having her hands in getting the free agents and Courtney Williams and Alana Smith. Just kudos to her. Like I didn't think that they would be a ninth place team, but I didn't think that they would be the best team in the league right now, in my opinion. I didn't think that they would be here this quickly because it had so many pieces to gel. I thought maybe, like you said, after the Olympic break, we could see them make a run, kind of like they did last year. But I didn't see this early.
Yeah. And you know what? I agree with you, man. I was listening to a comment that Coach Reeves she made. She said that she want more dialogue around the team. She was like, "Y'all got to talk about us now. Y'all don't got no choice. We just beat a super team and everything.
Yep.
But we just beat a super team. Let's talk about it." So yes, they're contenders, man. You know what I'm saying? They're looking really good. Like that defense is looking like that old Lynx run when they went to when they won those 4 championships in that 6-year span.
Was that 2011 to
Yeah.
2017?
Yes. And like that defense is what matters, man. And they have a lot of offensive threats. They're just so locked in, and it's so hard to really score against this team. They're very aggressive. They're willing to gamble. You notice, listen, Minnesota gambles on defense a lot, but they trust the back line to have their back. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is a really, really talented team. Even Nafisha said it, that this was the most talented team and fun team that she played on since joining this team. And like, look at the chemistry and the talent and stuff, right? And I just hope that they're not peaking too early. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that this is just a steady climb up the mountain and everything. Because you know how, sometimes teams will peak a little bit too early, and then when it's time, when postseason comes, then they die out and everything. But I really don't think that like this is a peak. I really think that this is a team that's going to make a deep run. They are legit championship contenders, and I think that they do need to be talked about more. You know what I'm saying? Listen, y'all need to talk about the Minnesota Lynx more. Y'all need to actually talk about Nafisha Collier being in the MVP conversation a little bit more, a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Cheryl Reeves, Coach of the Year, a little bit more. This team is like one of those type of teams, you know, that has a little bit of everything. And you know what? Like, we know that, Chelsea Gray just came back. Listen, the Minnesota Lynx better take advantage right now and get as much wins as possible right now before this Aces team actually gets better. You feel me? Like, you want to get that home court advantage and stuff. So they just better not slip up and everything. But I really like what Minnesota's doing. I really do.
Yes. And I just want to be the first to say that when we say a lot of people aren't talking about them, that's not including us. Because to be exact, 21 days ago, K Dot and another name in which I won't mention had a Codename Lynx episode when they pretty much gave them their credit and told the world that, hey, this is a legit contender, this is a legit team to look out for. And they broke it down statistically. So I just want to go on record and say that we've been there, done that. Like, we're not just hopping on the bandwagon. We've been on this side of it. So yeah, I just want to say that.
He didn't want to say his name. Yes, Jumper. No, never stop. You're funny, man. You're funny. But yeah, like Minnesota's for real, man. And I can't wait to watch them more. I'm really just locking a little bit more on the Lynx. I do the Codename Fever podcast, so I'll really be locking on the Fever a lot. But I'm actually really just hone in on Minnesota and stuff because what they really got is a really special team, man.
And on top of that, Diamond Miller is ramping it up.
Yeah.
So you got somebody else who can put the ball on the floor and create coming back.
I can't wait. Will we ever see a repeat Commissioner's Cup champion?
I know it hasn't been one since, right?
Hasn't been one, right? Like, listen, also, right, the Commissioner's Cup. This is like, I have one issue with this Commissioner's Cup, though. I do, and I want to really just talk about that real quick. I didn't like how this game wasn't played in Brooklyn. Like, I get it. The NBA draft is today and tomorrow, but okay, cool. The WNBA should have known that. They should have definitely coordinated the time. You know what I mean, with the draft, whatever, and then just have this game on Monday, July 1st. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the Commissioner's Cup out of June and just put it right there in July, because we don't have stuff like this. Like, this is insane, to be honest, that the Liberty couldn't play in front of their home fans. They're playing miles away. Well, I don't know how far UBS Arena is, but it's in Long Island. Nobody goes to Long Island. This is like that time when the Liberty was playing in the Garden, then they had to go all the way up to Westchester. Nobody goes up to Westchester. In New York, we have a saying: if you can't use your Metro card, it's considered upstate. You know what I'm saying? Or Long Island. If you can't use your Metro card to get there, we ain't going. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't have your usual, fans there and stuff, which probably would have thrown them off. You know what I'm saying? Threw the Liberty off. But the WNBA got to get better at that. The WNBA got to get better at a lot of stuff, especially this damn scheduling. But let's get off the soapbox and stuff. What's your thoughts on that though? Like they couldn't play in the actual home arena for this championship.
I mean, like you said, it's poor scheduling. It's poor. It's also the Barclays building. Like, let's be very clear. It's been plenty of times where it's been a basketball game in the morning and then a hockey game at night, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you can change over the arena. And again, this wasn't even the games when the game and the draft were not even on the same day. So if they really wanted to make it happen, they could have. They just didn't want to. That's number one. That's the arena, because it's like, it'll be Disney on Ice in the morning and then a basketball game at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can change it. Like, you have staff, you pay them to change it. Like, so if they really wanted to, they could have. But then secondly, I put most of the blame on the WNBA. Like, who is doing the scheduling? Like, the draft has been this day, I'm sure, for months, probably literally since last year. And you guys knew the Commissioner Cup was going to be this day too. So like, I just don't get it. Like, it just literally doesn't make sense. And it's frustrating because it's like when you take one step forward in this league, you then have to take multiple steps back, because it's like you want the game to grow, but does the WNBA really want the game to grow? You've had years to get in alignment, to get in formation, as Beyonce would say, and y'all dropping the ball when the time is now. Like, the time is now to take advantage, and they're dropping the ball every step of the way.
And you know what? Also, I will put some fault on the Liberty's owners. Y'all own the damn arena, yo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could listen. They could have, like you said, Disney on Ice in the morning, whatever, a game at night all the time.
Right.
I remember when I was in LA, the Lakers played early, and then the Clippers played like 3 hours later.
Exactly.
Both home games.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, come on. Come on, trying to say you can't move these folded tables. You know what I'm saying? Get them out the way, clear it up real quick or whatever. Come on. And then do it and then fix it. Come on, man. Like that's the issue that I'd be having. I really didn't like that they had to play at UBS. And I get it, 7,000 fans, but the energy is different. It's not home. You know what I'm saying? That's like you just, you go into your aunt's house or whatever that you don't like. You don't, or you hardly go to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just not the same and stuff. But enough of the soapbox
I
talk.
to also
Go
talk
ahead.
about
Do your thing.
just like the whole Commissioner's Cup payout. I think it's great that when you really break down the numbers, 500,000 each player gets roughly like a 40K bonus in regards to winning the cup, and we know how significant that is, especially for W players that already don't make a ton of money when comparatively to the men's side. In fact, which I didn't know this, but I found it interesting that the amount that you make from winning the Commissioner's Cup is more than what you would make when you win the WNBA finals, which is wild. Like the bonus is only 11,000 per person for the WNBA finals, whereas the Commissioner's Cup is 40K, which is insane. But also I thought it was interesting because in addition to their bonus money, Coinbase, who was, sponsored the whole thing, gave $120,000 in cryptocurrency, with $5,000 guaranteed to each player participating in the finals. So I thought that was pretty dope as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know nothing about crypto and stuff. That's another conversation for 21 titles beyond the 9450, But that's pretty cool and stuff. But also, like I guess since we're on the soapbox, we could be on the soapbox a little bit more about this. I want to see the Commissioner's Cup be more Commissioner's Cup like. Like what the NBA did with the in-season tournament. We've seen the different floors. We've seen the different uniform. We've seen the pageantry around it or whatever. You look outside the arena. It looks like you're just going to another game. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see that. I want to see more, make it fun. Make it fun. Make it watchable. Don't just let it be, just like another regular season game. And also another thing too, they got to get that game off of Prime. That game has to be on ESPN. Okay.
Yeah.
That game has to be on ESPN. Like I had to use a Fire Stick late last night to watch the game. I'm not paying for Prime all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
I've had Prime since college, so
that's
not an issue. But I agree. I agree with you that I agree that it should not be on Prime. Like, come on. Like, especially when you have it on when it's no other sporting events truly on TV. You know how the numbers would have been like inflated if they actually put it on primetime TV. You know how many people hit me up like, how can I watch the game? Like the WNBA just repetitively drops the ball. It should not be so hard to watch a damn game.
Yeah.
Like it just shouldn't be. Like it's honestly ridiculous. It shouldn't be. But these are the cards that are dealt for now. All we can do is just do what we can from our little corner to push the game forward. That's all we can do.
Yeah, that's all we could do, man. It was just push the game forward and stuff. Before we move on, got to do a little bit more of some sponsorship talk real quick. So just bear with me real quick. Everybody out there, all y'all sports fans out there, check out X vs. X Sports. Looking for the best local players and competitive opportunities. X vs. X Sports is a community that identifies top talent in your area, connecting you with like-minded sports enthusiasts. Follow X vs. X Sports on social media and DM them to get exclusive invites to their exciting sporting events. Also, the Pandas Friend. This is the brand for you. They encourage people to impact the world by being ambitious and positive. Purchase Pandas Friend merch and join the impact community. Check them out at thepandasfriend.com. Also, don't forget to join the world's largest community with Meta Panda Club. They're uniting pro players, basketball teams, and leagues like never before. Meta Panda Club on Discord. You can follow Meta Panda Club on X as well, Twitter. And also, don't forget, we got July 29th in Los Angeles, the World Peace Classic. It's a celebrity charity golf tournament hosted by yours truly, my brother, Murder World Peace out in LA. Go to showpass.com/World Peace Classic and follow the Instagram page of World Peace Classic as well. All right, now let's get back to the show.
Man, Ron gonna have to come on and read all this stuff himself, man.
Yeah, facts. But Ron is funny though, because Ron would be like, "Hey guys, yo, hello guys, like, hey guys, like this guy is crazy."
Guys, I'm on our test.
Hey. Yeah. And shout out to my brother today, right? Before we move on, right? I was watching him. He was talking to Keyshawn Johnson. He was on his podcast, or whatever. And they was talking about like, how Ron was like labeled a thug and everything. And a lot of people don't know Ron double majored in college in mathematics and architecture. You know what I'm saying? He has his degree after his NBA career ended. He got his degree in Series 7, coding, business and everything. Ron walks around. I think Ron got like 7 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So like that was really dope for him to open up and talk about that side of his of his life, after basketball. And he was doing it during basketball too, during his career and everything. So, big shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? Wankster, you know what I'm saying? But big shout outs to him. Now, but let's move on and talk about Sabrina Ionescu. And great point that you brought up, Lauren. I haven't heard it from nobody else. I heard it from you.
You heard it here first. So listen, because I know how they be trying to do me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I curate a lot on the timeline.
Yeah, you be doing your thing.
Like, I literally get conversations started and people try to take it and act like it's theirs, but I see it. It's all good. It's all love.
Lauren is the curator of culture, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that.
It's all love. But so I asked the question yesterday, or I tweeted it. Wow, okay. Should Sabrina be in the MIP conversation? So for all those that don't know, MIP is most improved player. So in the chat, let us know, what do y'all think at this point in time? Should Sabrina be in the conversation? So when I tweeted this, Sabrina had just scored like her 18th point. No, actually, I tweeted it before. I think at that point she had like 8 points. And then as soon as I tweeted it, she literally went on a run. And then next thing I know, she has 18 points in the first half. So to answer the question, does Sabrina deserve to be in the MIP conversation? I think she deserves to be in the conversation, but number-wise, she is not the front runner. When you look at the numbers, in 2023, last year, she averaged 17 points per game, 5.6 rebounds per game, 5.4 assists per game, and she was shooting 42% from the field and 44% for three-point range. This year, she's shooting 19.3 points per. I mean, she is averaging 19.3 points per game. So she increased that. She declined in her rebounding, 4.3 rebounds, increased her assists, 6.7 assists per game. She increased her shooting from the field, 43.8% from the field. But her three-pointer actually decreased to 36.9% from the field. And I think that's due to a number of things. She is playing more on ball this year versus last year. So she's in a position where she has to create more versus running off as many screens as she did before to get threes. And so number-wise, she's just in the conversation. But she currently, if it ended today, she wouldn't win. But in my eyes, I'm looking at solely the eye test. When I made this comment, I'm solely looking at the eye test when I say she deserves a nod. And actually, Megan Hall, shout out to Megan. She asked me yesterday on the timeline. She was like, how has Sabrina improved? And in my opinion, I think that she has improved her ability to score through contact. She's perfecting her floater and making more, more shots in the paint. She's competing on defense. It no longer looks like she's running out there in mud or slow motion or running with Tim's on. Like, she's actually competing. Now, I'm not saying she's making a defensive of the, she's not the runner-up of defensive player of the year, but she's out there actually competing. And her playmaking ability. Yesterday she had, I want to say 10 assists. She had a double-double, I believe, 10 assists. So she's better with playmaking, in my opinion. And I think it's just a testament that shows like what happens when you lock into the gym over the offseason. I think it also shows that what she can do when she's fully healthy. She came out and said it before the year began that this is the first offseason that she's fully been healthy. And you can see, so statistically, it might not look like her game has improved drastically, but when you actually look at her game, you can tell that she's more confident and comfortable out there. What do you think about her?
Yeah, and shout out to you for saying the stats word. I just even thought about saying that, stumbled in my mind. Maybe I should say that in the Patreon. Nah, but listen, like you hit it on the head. Like I feel like we could even just end the show now. You know what I'm saying? Being that this is our last topic and stuff. But listen, um, like you said, listen, I'm very impressed with her development on the defensive end, and like you said, we know it's not all world class defense and everything, but she's strong, she's tough, and she's worked on her awareness, her defensive awareness, her defensive timing. Like the fact that we're seeing her put in a lot of effort to actually understand, when to be aggressive and when to use her physicality too as well to her advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the progress from last year. You can see it all the way up into this year and stuff. Like the off season was off seasoning for her. And it's translating into games in real time. Mind you, she's not the fastest player, she's not the quickest player, but she's really been like, and in her time, tenacious on defense as well. And she's been making some impactful plays on defense as well. Like I like that dedication to that end of the basketball on that side of the basketball. And that's why her case for most improved player is valid. It really
Yeah.
is valid and stuff. And it really shows that, hard work, dedication, you're going to get that significant improvement on that end, even if she doesn't win most improved player. The evolution of her game this season has been really fun to watch. And it
Yeah.
shows that, you put in some commitment to something, and then now look, you will be, on the list to be, most valuable player. Also, with this though, like, should she be like top 7 MVP right now to us? Is she top 7? Top
I
7?
think so. I
Yeah,
think
she's
top 7.
yeah. You know what it is, man? Like, and I get it. A lot of people don't like Sabrina, so and then it permeates all the way down the timeline, and then everybody follows one wave all the time. In women's basketball is depending because everybody want to fit in and be buddy buddy. I think that people need to start giving Sabrina a lot more love, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about this whole thing where everybody's like, "Oh no, she's getting a lot of adulation now because Caitlin Clark." No, no, no. Watch the game, okay? Forget the whole Caitlin Clark stuff. That's different. Watch the game. She actually got better. You know what I'm saying? So I
I
have
mean, you
her.
can see the shift in the timeline. Like people aren't dogging her as much as they were
Yeah,
last year, but you can't because
you can't.
numbers don't lie. Like when you are hooping, you're hooping. So if you
That's
have something negative to say about her, that's just a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if you, I mean, aside from her 7 turnovers yesterday, if you want to harp on that, like you can, but if you truly watch Sabrina this year and you have negative things to say, I think you should just like look in the mirror because it's personal. It's not basketball at this point because she's been playing well. Like she's
yeah,
been playing well, and I don't think, especially in a role that she didn't play last year. Courtney was more on ball last year, and had the ball in her hand a lot more than Sabrina did. So not only is she taking on a new role, not a new role because she played in college as well, but she's taking on a role that she hasn't had to do in a while. And while we're on the subject for most improved player, I also looked at some numbers because I saw a lot of people saying Kalia Copper. And so I'm gonna just run down some numbers for her. In 2023, she averaged 18.7 points per game, 4.4 rebounds per game, 2.0 assists per game, and was shooting 44% from the field and 40.4% from 3-pointer. Now, this year she's averaging 22.6 points per game, so she increased that. 4.4 rebounds, which is exactly the same. 2.4 assists, which is zero point 0.4 increase. She's shooting 43.3% from the field, which is less than last year, actually. And she's shooting 36.3% from 3-pointer, which is actually less than last year. So she's actually declined in her shooting, but she's averaging more, which is insane.
yeah, because she's taking more shots and stuff. But
Right.
some things, you have to give grace to. You got to give a pass to. You know what I mean? What she's been doing and stuff, especially at the beginning of the season and everything. Like I'll accept that. You know what I'm saying? I will accept that. Like they actually need her scoring, and she actually, she does put the ball in the basket and stuff. And think about it. At the end of the day, She's more efficient than Enrique. So
And so the last person I had was De'Erica Hamby, who I
yes,
personally think is leading the race. In
yes,
2023, she averaged 8.9 points per game, 5.9 rebounds per game, 1.8 assists, 43.1 shooting from the field, and 22% from 3-point range, which is awful. Um, this year, she's averaging 17.8 points per game. So she went from 8.9 points to 17.8 points per game. Crazy. She
double up.
went from 5.9 rebounds to 10.5 rebounds. So she's averaging a double-double this year. She went from 1.8 assists to now averaging 3.5 assists. She went from shooting 43.1% from the field to now shooting 50.9% from the field. And she
Yeah,
went from shooting 22% from 3-point range to now shooting 40% from long distance. So she's literally improved in every statistical category. So I don't see how she's not the front runner. And again, people say she's been in the league for 10 years. The criteria is they have to be better than their previous year. They
yep.
have to have shown improvement from their previous year.
Can I
I
read
don't
it?
know. Huh?
Can I read the criteria? I have it
Go
right here
ahead.
on my phone.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
because remember, we thought like, a lot of leagues do this. They don't give out most improved awards for older players that have been in the game for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
And my response to you is what? Just because it's her 10th year, that doesn't mean that she couldn't have got better. And
Mm,
then today you found the
yep.
yep, go ahead, read it.
This is the
I'm sorry,
official. This is from the WNBA and stuff. This award is designed to honor a player who has made a dramatic improvement from the previous season or seasons. It is not intended to be given to a player who has made a comeback. So technically, I had DJ Carrington. You know what I'm saying? Because of, but me and Lauren also talked about it like on the phone or in text that De'Erica Hamby is the front runner for most improved player, but we didn't really know the rules. But now that we know the rules, listen, you given the award already has been won. This is like Asia Wilson and MVP, to be honest. I feel like what De'Erica is doing, I just feel like she can't be caught in it. Now that we know, you know what I'm saying? So and
Yeah.
and that's from the league office, by the way, y'all. You know what I mean? We connected.
Yes.
um,
From the league office. So yeah, if the vote had to be put in today, I don't see how you put anyone above her. That's just my opinion.
yeah, facts, yo. And shout out, and also another shout out to Meta. He retweeted us and stuff, so shout outs to him. Yo, I guess before we go, I know there's some other stuff we want to talk about. Yo, did you see that video? Everybody know what that video is. That video was crazy. A network that had a former that had an actual WNBA player, WNBA MVP on their podcast with another WNBA All Star. Y'all talk bad about them, about one person's logo and stuff like that. Now, mind you, listen, okay. Now, when we talked about Asia Wilson's logo and stuff, we felt like, all right, Nike dropped the ball because of the design. You know what I'm saying? There's a way of going about it without, going across on that level and being disrespectful, especially to somebody that was actually a part of your platform. Like that is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't like the logo, all right, that's your opinion. If you don't like the logo, but the fact that they had to go about it like that was kind of foul. It was really kind of disrespectful. Now, did Nike drop the ball on the logo with the design? Yeah, I feel like the pendant on Asia's neck was more of an A and the star than how the t-shirt looked and how the logo looked. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, cool. That's one thing. But to be and I wish y'all can go to my Artist Effect page and look. I did a voice note because I didn't like how, first of all, like the voice was so annoying the way how they was talking. Oh my god, oh my goodness, I don't like. Oh my god, and I'm just like, yo, stop. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like Asia Wilson cannot win for losing, man. Best player on the planet. You know what I'm saying? And like people really don't be talking about her that much this season because of the rookies is coming in and everything. It's crazy that the rookies have a bigger fan base than the actual face of women's basketball. It's crazy, and it's just insane. And normally we don't really talk about this stuff, but sometimes we got to get in our bag and dig in our bag and let it spray because like man, like we can't be disrespectful to the one of the best players and stuff who's possibly going to be the greatest player of all time as soon as September, October, whenever the WNBA season ends. And if A'ja Wilson hold up that trophy at the end of the season, she's officially the number one player to ever do it and stuff. Lauren, it's yours.
I agree. I think let me preface it by saying it is okay for everyone to have their own opinion. That's what makes humans unique and what makes it special about people. We're not all the same. Life would be boring if we were all the same. Semicolon, however, comma, like it's levels to it. So you guys know my first reaction. I didn't love it. But I also said, regardless, I'm going to support, period. Like, because for multiple reasons. Number one, I feel like people have been playing with A'ja for far too long. I feel like it should not have taken this long for her to get a shoe. And I know it takes 18 months to create and all that. They could have did it before 18 months. She was still one of the best to do it even then. So I know the work that she had to put in and fall she had to put into making it. So I would never be disrespectful and say, oh, never be disrespectful and go on it like the people from that Twitter page and that publication did. I think it's just too much, especially considering everything she had to go through to get this shoe. You know what I'm saying? To get this logo, to be in this position as a Black woman, to not have the outside of Candace Parker in 2010, A'ja is now the first Black woman since then to have her signature shoe. So coming from someone that is Black as well, some of the people on there, it was just head scratching literally, because it's like, read the room. You know what I'm saying? And before the shoe even came out, people were questioning this woman's marketability. The best player in the world. They were questioning her marketability. And how could you? Her shirt sold out within an hour. Like, I got mine, I sent y'all the proof in the chat. I got mine. Like, I don't and what's the shirt I got? I got the one with the logo on it. Even though I don't necessarily love it, like, but it's good, I'm going to support. I'm supporting anybody that looks like me, anybody that's doing something positive with their life. I'm going to support. I think over time we'll start to see the bolded part of the A to kind of like fade away, to make it a little thinner, because I think when it's not as bold like that, you can read it a little bit better, because I think that's how it kind of is on her pendant. But they shows right, the first Black woman since Swoops to have a big shoe deal. And Swoops, that we were kids then. For all our 30 and plus, like, we were kids then. So like I said, I'm going to always support. It could have been a dot on a t-shirt. It could have been the poop emoji. I would have still bought it. What's up?
It could have been the poop emoji. Listen, I agree with you, man. You know what I mean? We don't really have to really go crazy about it and everything. I just don't like how A'ja be treated sometimes, man. It's just annoying, especially from like that type of platform, a platform that she had the T and Fee show. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think, well, they're not going to be shut down because they got big bosses behind them and stuff. But like, seeing like the support, Dawn Staley coming out, going in, Cheryl Swoops going in, like, I like that support.
You see, they tried to delete that video quick.
Yeah, quick, man. Listen, we got the files. We got the files.
Twitter investigators are quicker.
Exactly. We got the.
Bro, they'll be playing games with them screen recorders and everything, man. They don't be playing games on there, okay?
The screen recording has been the worst thing in history. Just want to let y'all know. It's been the worst thing. Sure, it's over. But be careful what you're doing and stuff. Hey, while we talk about, because I want to preview the Aces versus the Sky, but while you do that, because I got to pull it up, tap into the comments real quick and stuff.
Let's see what we got. A'ja future GOAT ? Darius. It's possible. I mean, listen, it's extremely possible. A'ja, I will say this. Y'all already know, I've gone on record and told y'all who my GOAT is. Everybody already knows it. But it is extremely possible that A'ja will go down as the best basketball player of all time. I wouldn't be shocked at all. I would not be shocked at all. Big Baby said, Lola, set something up for you to come on my show, talk some Lakers. Absolutely. DM me your availability, big baby, please.
Oh yeah, NBA talk is here. The NBA draft is
Yeah,
going on right
NBA
now.
talk is definitely
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
Moni
The
said
Knicks.
just women's sports has a history of this behavior towards women's basketball, especially Black women basketball players. I'm not surprised, girl. I'm not surprised at all. Cameron said
Yeah,
Asia is on the way. Like I said, Asia's already in my top 5. So, like, if she's already in my top 5 in year 7, by the time she's done, she's just gonna. She's. It's not like she's going to regress. She's not going to go backwards.
yeah,
So. And the scariest part is, I know we talk about this ad nauseum, but like she's just scratching the surface, bro. She's just entering her prime, and I think she's better defensively this year, and a lot of people are not talking about it. She's
hey,
getting her hands on a lot more balls than she did before. Like her steals are up. Like she's getting more deflections. It looks like she's in the best shape of her life. Like she doesn't
yeah.
look like she's tired out there. Her body is like, like she's in there battling in the paint. Like she's ripped. Like it's gonna be scary. Wait until Chelsea get those legs back under her.
And another,
Y'all should have made sure that the Aces lost more games because they're not that far behind.
they really not.
That's right.
And
She's only 27 years old.
it's scary, man. And another thing that Asia's getting great at, well, actually, we haven't seen this before. She's been kind of initiating the offense, getting the ball off the glass, bringing it up, setting the plays and everything. And I'm just, looking like, yeah, right, looking like a CP3 and everything and stuff, man. Mm. Who you got right now? Matter of fact, start and cut. That's what we're gonna do with you right now. Start and cut. Candace Parker, Asia Wilson. But
That's only 2 people. You gotta do start cut.
that's why I said start and cut. No, I want you to keep one and get rid of one. But Candace Parker, 27 years old, Asia Wilson right now.
Candace
Start
Parker,
and cut.
27.
Mm,
How many championships does she have then?
that's a great question.
I don't know,
She
but
won
in
it
their
in her
prime,
8th year. So she won it in her 8th year. So
8th was her. Okay, so she hadn't won yet. So yeah, I mean, if we're doing
game versus game. Forget the accomplishments. Game versus game. Game versus game.
I'm going Candace. I think Candace handles the ball better. I think Candace I actually think Candace has more post moves than Asia. I think her footwork is a little bit better, in my opinion. Candace in her prime. I think that Candace was shooting a 3 better than Asia. So I think I don't want to say shoots the 3 more because she's taking more, but she looks more comfortable pulling it than Asia did until this year. So yeah, I'm going. Listen, I'm true to my girl. Okay, I'm going Candace, and y'all just gonna have to deal with it.
That would be a fun matchup, though. That would be a fun matchup. All right, like we see Asia as she is, right? There's not another player that can challenge her. You know what I'm saying? Like if they go up against each other, they're gonna battle. It's gonna be a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been one of those battles right there.
One of them ones for real.
That'd have been fun right there. That'd have been fun to watch right there to see because Candace Parker, she like her skill set is, because she, like you said, she could play all 5 positions, man. You know what I'm saying? And that'd have been a nice matchup to see. Asia Wilson right now versus.
You know what bothers me the most is like if we got to see like an injury-free Candace Parker, like it wouldn't be a debate on who's the best player ever. Like I guarantee you that if we got to see an injury-free, no knee issues, no shoulder issues, Candace Parker, yeah. See, Cameron, I knew I liked you for some reason. Candace, my go-to. So yeah, see. Darius asked the question: who'd be on your WNBA Mount Rushmore?
See, mine will be a little bit biased, man. You know what I'm saying? So if I have an unbiased one, it would be Cynthia Cooper.
Hold on, wait.
Oh,
Mount Rushmore, Darius. Mount Rushmore for greatest of all time, or just Mount Rushmore for what they've done for the WNBA? Because for the NBA side, I have
oh, here we go.
No, seriously, listen, remember we did the Mount Rushmore for people that have changed the game.
Yep.
Versus like the greatest of all time. So I'm just wondering, is he we'll go with just go with whatever you think of when you hear Mount Rushmore for women. Go ahead.
All right, Mount Rushmore of women, and this is just WNBA, right? We're not doing full basketball.
WNBA.
All right. My unbiased Mount Rushmore is Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper, Lisa Leslie, and oh man, because it's hard to like not put a current play up there and stuff like that. So I'm putting retired. I'm putting Candace Parker up there.
Okay.
My unbiased one somewhere around there. Shamika Holsclaw is on Mount Rushmore for me. My biased one. Shamika Holsclaw is on Mount Rushmore
Okay.
for me.
I would say Coop, Candace, Maya.
Ooh, Maya Moore, man.
Coop, Candace, Maya. I gotta go Catch.
That's tough, man. Yo, I think Catch like can never fall out of top 5 all time basketball history, man. I think it's going to be hard for her to come out of a top 5 what Catch did, and she only did it with one championship. If Catch was just a little bit disloyal and wanted to really go win,
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
little bit disloyal, you know what I'm saying? Like if she wanted to be a little bit disloyal and just go to Minnesota real
Listen,
quick.
Darius said, look, there. I was about to read Darius Mount Rushmore. He said Ace, Moore, Parker, and Cooper. Boy, you you got Candace twice.
Hey, she that good? Listen, that's that. All right,
Right.
we'll
She that
accept that.
good. Huh?
We'll accept it. We'll accept it.
They just said CP Swoops, Maya, and Catch for me. I love to see it that people are giving Tamika Catchings her props. Cameron, you are right. Catch is underrated, not talked about enough. Like, and did all this on a very mid team, respectfully. Very respectfully.
Yeah. All right, comment section. We are going to institute a new game. We're going to blind rank some players. So, K Dot, who's in the comment section in the text winners comments lounge, is going to just put some names on the board. Me and Lauren is going to blindly rank the players. We don't even know who he's going to bring up. So I guess this is probably top 5 players or whatever. And then when
We'll
we see the
see.
player, we're going to see the we're going to say a number. You know what I'm saying? And then depending what comes after that, what comes after that. So it's about to
So it says surprise ranking, rank the top 5 WNBA defenders out of the list.
that's tough. That's tough. And man, rank this list out of the top 5. You got Sylvia Fowles, Asia Wilson, Tamika Catchings, Alana Beard, and Candace Parker. If only K Dot just did it one at a time and we would just been
Yeah,
like
he
the
did them
numbers.
all at once. You
You
gotta
did
do
them
one at
all
a
at once,
time.
K Dot. We can't do that. We can't do that one. You got to do them one at a time, brother. But all right.
We'll do
Go ahead,
this one.
Lauren.
K-Dot, come up with another one, and then we'll do this one first.
Yeah, yeah. Come up with another one while we getting this one up. But it got to be one at a time. So when we say a player, we got to say the number, and then you put up the next name, and then we'll go from there and stuff like that. So that's blind rank. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
But that listen, Tamika Catch is the greatest defender of all time, like by far. Like
I'm not mad at it.
I mean, it's still gonna take Asia. Well, Asia got what, 2 defensive player of the years? It's gonna take Asia a couple more years to get that. But Asia can actually. All I know is that Aces, please, Aces, step up, man. Because man, come on, man. But I guess while we waiting for K Dot,
Let me read
I
this real
want to.
quick.
I just want
Let
to
me
give a
read
shout out
this.
to the people. Yeah, go ahead.
Donna Brown said her Mount Rushmore is Coop, Swoops, Catchings, Candace. Those are her. I mean, honestly, a lot of us have a lot in common. Mount Rushmore needs to be redesigned. The whole Houston Comets team should be Mount Rushmore. Facts. Facts. They were tough. Donna, what would you say if the Aces three-peat, are they in the conversation with Houston for the best team of all time? What do you think, DA?
I'm sorry. Can you ask the question again? You know why I'm laughing, but can you ask the question again? I wasn't
If
even.
the Aces win this year, 3 in a row, are they in the conversation with the Comets as the best team of all time? And are you ranking them higher than the Comets?
No, you can't rank them higher than the Comets. You can't. You just can't. That's impossible. Until they gotta win it. They're already only 3 teams done it, so they're already on the list. and stuff.
If they get 4.
If they get 4, because talent versus that's a crazy talented team that
Talent
Houston
versus
Comments.
talent.
You know what? We need to ask Van Chancellor actually.
We already have his
We
answer.
already got the answer too. We already got the answer.
Oh man, we might
Ooh,
have to drop that in it.
you know what?
Patreon. Van Chancellor.
We could drop that. All right, so I guess you want to let the cat out the bag then real quick since we are whatever.
I mean, go ahead.
All right, a couple of months ago, we recorded with Houston Comets coach. We got a podcast with Houston Comets coach Van Chancellor, right? We're actually, you know what?
Don't
Maybe
tell them what he said.
no, we're not going to tell them what he said. I'm just saying maybe we might have to drop that episode in the Patreon for our paid subscribers only because he said some stuff in there that is very interesting. Very interesting. Now,
Let's
shout
give
out to
some
Zach.
background though. Yeah, give us some background.
No, we're gonna give a shout out to Zach because it's not on video.
Right.
It's all audio.
Hey, it's still. Hey, listen, we still got it though.
But we definitely have something tucked away. You know what I'm saying? If
And
y'all
I asked him. Listen, I asked him that exact question. Right? I said, if the Aces, yeah. So we'll listen. Good time.
if they get 4, if that's tough. Let's wait for Van Chancellor to talk first. You know, that episode's coming out soon now. I just want to let y'all know that. Yeah, we're gonna drop that episode real quick for y'all. Actually, definitely, we're just gonna drop it for y'all. And speaking of Patreon, yo, seriously, shout out to everybody on the Patreon and stuff like that. Right? So we started a chat. Listen, Patreoners or whatever, Bench Mob, whatever we got to come up with a name for them. I like Bench Mob though. Bench Mob is kind of dope. But we left a chat there for suggestions and everything. We got the mailbag chat in there too. It's 2 separate chats. The one chat is just for the suggestions. I already left an introduction in there for y'all. Just saying, hey, thank you and everything. But any suggestions y'all want to talk about different subjects, whatever, tap in with us on that Patreon right there in that chat. The other chat is a mailbag only chat. Yeah, ask those questions in that mailbag. We will definitely answer them. Okay. You know, doesn't matter how many questions, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We will put aside an episode. If we get to 10 questions all the time or 11 questions or whatever, we will literally create a solo mailbag episode and everything. Whether if I'm doing a solo answer or low or we doing it as a group, it doesn't matter and stuff like that. So I just wanted to just say that. Shout out to y'all, man, for supporting the the network and everything and keeping these lights on and stuff, man. Y'all all stars.
Here we go. So next, the blind ranking is going to be for gifted passers.
Okay, let's do it now, K-Dot. Hey, K-Dot, let's go.
K-Dot was so excited. He done sipped
Who's his first gifted passes, yo? All right, we waiting and stuff, man. This is a dope show tonight, man.
Ooh, the first one's Chelsea Gray. I'm going 1.
You going 1? I'm going 3. And I think 3 might be too low right there. That's already crazy. 3. And somebody keeps score of our.
I was gonna say, remember. Let me write this down because you're gonna be.
I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna forget.
All right, so I said Chelsea.
Ooh, Tisha Penicheiro. What you got with her? What you got with her?
I said 3. Hold on, no, you said what? Oh, Tisha. I'm going 3.
I'm going 2 with Tisha.
All right, 2 DA.
Most gifted passes. This is fire. All right. What else you got, K-Dot?
Andersloot.
5 for me.
Sheesh. I'm going 4.
I got her at 4.
You got her
I say 4. Yeah.
She's 5 for me.
So I got.
So you only got
Mine's gonna be the number one, right? Or something like that.
Yep. You about to
Oh,
lose.
this is horrible. I'm
Unless
about to
it's
lose.
Sue Bird, it got to be Sue, right? Sue Bird.
Yeah, because everybody loves Sue Bird and stuff, man. Listen, I got the most overrated point guard, number one gifted passer of all time. That's what that is.
Listen, my list is kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I got Chelsea as number one, Sue is two, Tisha is three, Slew is four, and Waylon at five.
And what's mine's?
You got Sue at one, Tisha at two, no. Chelsea at three, Waylon at hold on, where'd you have Waylon? Four, and then you had Slew at five.
Slew at five. Not bad list on both sides and stuff. I like that blind rank. Oh, blind rank. Hey, we might have to do this one every show or something like that, man. Blind rank is dope.
Look, Danielle said Tisha is one, Chelsea is 1A. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
Tisha can pass the hell out that ball, man.
Yeah, she can. Shout outs to her. Shout outs to her and everything, man. That was fun.
Is this active? Never mind. She said never mind. Look at them participating. I love y'all. Y'all really got fans, man.
This is pretty dope, man. Shout out to the 893 people up in here too, as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in here.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more before we get out of here. Let me.
We're gonna do a blind rank. We're gonna do a blind rank with the comp with the bench people.
With our family members. Let's do a blind ranking. Let's do a blind ranking for. Should we do bucket getters?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need y'all help in the chat. Bucket getters.
You got 5 already? You got 5 bucket getters?
Let me think. I got one. I'm gonna write it in the chat so you can see it.
Or send the 5. Yeah, send the 5 to K-Dot and then he'll put it up.
Yeah, but I need your help too.
Oh, you need my help. Okay. Let me see.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I already got 3, 2, 3. We need 3 more. We need 2 more. Okay, we need 1 more. Okay, bet. All right, y'all ready?
Let's get it. Let's see how smart our community is.
It don't got nothing to do with smartness.
Let's see the basketball knowledge of our community. Let's go.
All right, top 5 bucket getters. First on the list, Cynthia Cooper.
Should have put that one last so you can make everybody upset.
Right. Which I got. Coop at 1, they show. Okay. Man, that's hard. That's hard. Okay, Moni says she had 2.
And shout outs to Moni for actually inspiring me to create the chat. Actually, she left a message in Patreon today, and that's what. So shout outs to you, Moni, as well.
Yes, it's gonna be some family meetings in there. All right, most people saying she 2. Okay, next we got Enrique. I already know where y'all putting her. Darius be doing it. Is that 2 for Enrique or is that 2 for Coop?
Darius is kind of hot take-ish, man. Darius might have to come on this show. Actually, we might actually have a nice little family room gathering with our loyal people.
Little Sunday dinner, little Sunday dinner.
We won't have no comments, but we got everybody here and stuff like that.
All right, so Deshelle said Enrique's 3. Cameron says she's 4. Moni says she's 5. Danielle says she's 4. Darius has her at 3. Felicia has her at 4. Oh, Darius said 2 for Cooper. Cameron 4 for Enrique. Okay. He said me on the show. Oh no. Cappy Pondexter. Man, let me tell y'all something about Cappy. You know how confident you gotta be to get a WNBA tattoo before you even get drafted? You know how confident you gotta be, man.
And I hope she's all right too, wherever she's at.
I hope she's all right too. Yeah.
Yo, we love you, yo, for real. We need to get you on the pod, yo. That'll be a fire episode. We get Cappy
Like,
on the pod, man. That'd be
bro,
fire.
you what, 20 years old and you got a WNBA tattoo.
Yeah, that's dope. That's some.
Big on her arm too, so you can see it. Like, that's how you know that you can hoop.
Yeah, mash.
All right, so where y'all got Cappy? I see they show got her at 2. Moni got her at 4.
I got a quick factoid about me that ties me with Cappy Pondexter. It's not a story or
Yeah,
nothing like that.
I was
It's not
gonna
a story. It's not a
say.
story. But in 2001, I went to Marshall High School from the beginning of the school year to the end of December. And then I transferred out because it was too hood. Yo,
For
Marshall High
real?
School, I wasn't, yeah. See, my thing was this, like, when Ron go to the league, we were still living in Queensbridge for a couple of years while Ron was in the NBA. So I was still like, I wasn't used to living in the suburbs. I was living in Deerfield. I didn't like living in Deerfield and stuff. So I made friends with some people down there. So I go to the school, literally go to Marshall High School. You know what I'm saying? Literally
And
in Marshall High School,
it was
and
hood
it
like
was,
that.
yeah, it's like, yo, it is.
Look at that show. She
See,
said it's hood.
I mean, it is the trenches for real,
They got
man.
metal detectors. You got to walk through the metal detectors.
Man, they had the everything, any type of, they had it all in there and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, this is definitely an unsafe for me. I'm going taking my ass right back to Deerfield. Back, hey, listen, back to the manicured lawns and all that stuff, man. I was cool with, like, yeah, wrong hood, son.
All right, the
No,
next
go
one
ahead.
is Simone Augustus.
This would have been tough for us right here. This is crazy.
I mean, because all of these women can flat out get a bucket.
Yeah.
Who would you say was your number? Now it wouldn't be blind for you, but who would you say is your number one?
Well, we gotta wait for the 5th one to come out, right? Because one that's
How many was that? Oh, I thought that was 5.
Oh, okay. I see what Kate I did. Okay, that's true. Kate, all right, Kate. That's. I mean, yeah, that's cool. Because that'd have been obvious. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so most people got Simone at 1.
Mm.
Who's the better mid-range shooter, Simone or Courtney Williams?
I'm going with Simone.
Listen, Courtney Williams ain't no slouch either, though.
I know, but Simone won championships with that one, man.
No. I'm not talking about I'm talking about just the pure ability to shoot the mid-range, mid-range mafia.
We got to come up with our list. We have our names for the mid-range mafia. You know what I'm saying? We have our descriptions for the mid-range mafia. We're gonna add that list and stuff.
Yeah, I'm going Simone too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah.
Money Mo.
Courtney Williams is tough though.
And the last one is Deanna Nolan.
Tweety. Tweety Nolan, the bucket. Yeah.
All right, now that those 5 came out, what's your order?
My order. So, man, this is tough. This one is tough, actually. At 5.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, what's the other one? We got 1, 2, 3.
You got Cappy, Money Moan, Coop, Enrique, and Tweety.
At 5, I'm going with Enrique at 5. At 4, Cappy at 4. At 3, Tweety Nolan at 3. I'm going with Coop.
Not y'all trying to change our rankings.
I'm going with Coop at 2 and Money Moan at 1. Simone Augustus at 1, yo.
Damn. Okay. I'm going Coop at 1. I'm going Moan at 2. I'm going Cappy at 3. Tweety at 4 and Enrique at 5.
Yeah. Yo, blind rank is actually kind of funny, yo.
Bonus. Shamika Holsclaw.
We need to do a college one. And then, we go break it down in the areas. Man, shit. Nah. Bernard Delaney can't be on this list. I love her game. She's not on this list. And
Yells from Detroit. Shout out to the 313. I might be there this weekend, actually.
Shout out to definitely. Shout out to the 313, yo, for real. One of my boys, he's the best point guard I ever played with. His name is De Niro Rex. He's from Detroit. and stuff, man. That's my brother right there, man. Shout outs to him. Shout outs to, you know what? And I'm a big Detroit hip hop fan too. Like Jay Dilla, you know, obviously Eminem and D12, Royce the 5'9". You know, man, like Detroit hip hop is so dope. Shout outs to Detroit, man. Detroit, because it remind me of New York. And they dress like New York. They still dress like New York in the 90s, though, with the baggy stuff and everything. They ain't really changed it. Detroit different, though. Detroit different. Yo, you know,
And they
but
got
shout
some
outs to
good
Detroit.
food too.
Yeah, definitely. I like how they changed downtown up a lot. Because downtown Detroit, man, a couple of years ago still looked like RoboCop days, man. I was just like, yo, they gotta fix this. This town gotta be fixed, but they fixed it up though a little bit though. For real. You know? But yeah, we're gonna definitely gotta do some more blind ranks, yo. We're gonna come up with it and stuff. Shout outs to K-Dot for the blind rank and everything. All right, before we get out of here, yo, did you see the Chinese girl that's like 7'5", 16 years old, putting in work?
She's literally the most unathletic person I've ever seen in my life.
Seen.
Looks like she can't walk straight in a straight line. Like she had to ever do a sobriety test. Oh, sis is definitely failing. It's zero. It's zero athletic abilities. However, listen, we will take you on the Mystics right now.
You can't teach height. You can't.
Listen, she's how tall again? 7 what?
7'5".
Bro, 7'5" is insane.
But you know what though?
Shooting 20 from 22 from the field, and you could barely walk straight. Come on.
She might give Asia about 15.
Easy.
She might get Asia Wilson 15. Post entry pass is crazy.
Post entry pass for 7'5". Oh, you just go to the bench, please.
So she'd be the first basketball player, women's basketball history, to not get her shot blocked.
And would she be the first to be 7 feet and over?
No, Margot Dudek, rest in peace.
Oh yeah. That's why. Yeah, I do remember that. How tall was she?
7'2". She was right? Margot was tough though.
Nobody. Who was going to stop her?
No, but I'm saying like she had game though. She had game though. I was just like, you know, but 7'5" at 16, get her in the gym though, man. Come on, man. Like she gotta play basketball. Like she gonna be.
I mean, she's only 16. I mean, she's probably so by 16, if you like, people have already kind of developed their skills to play basketball. Like, you know, they know that they want to play and blah blah blah. But she's so good. Like she's so tall that even with her starting late, you know what I'm saying? Like she's gonna still be decent enough to play professionally. She's just so big. I mean, like you can't stop her.
I think in this era, somebody coming in, a woman coming in here to play basketball 7'2" would be wild, yo.
Bro, imagine if she was 7'2" and she had Asia game. Bro, that would be sick.
She's gonna be like Andre Drummond in the NBA. Did she go? Right. She not playing. If Asia's 7 feet, if Asia was 7 feet with her current skill, she ain't playing in the W. She in the league. I'm sorry. She in the NBA. You got Asia Wilson at 7 feet.
Hold on, we really gotta go because I need to go to bed. But last thing, I had an extensive argument with somebody on my timeline recently because I keep seeing this comparison with Caitlin Clark and Steph Curry. Can y'all stop being lazy and comparing? Like, first of all, stop comparing NBA players to WNBA players. That list still coming soon. But like, can y'all just stop being lazy because they can both shoot logo threes? Like, that's why, like, that's the only criteria it takes for them to have similar game. That's literally it. And Steph is a far better shooter. Like, and then the person I was talking to went further and said, well, men are notoriously better shooter than women. I said, do you watch this sport often? Like, because anyone knows that if you're teaching a kid basketball, put on the WNBA. That's fundamentals right there. Yeah. Men get away with their athleticism. So sometimes they don't even have the basic fundamentals. You actually see NBA coaches literally saying that these young kids, these rookies coming to the league, don't know how to set a proper pick. They don't know how to do a proper post-entry pass. Like, these are NBA players that cannot do fundamentals. Like, so please stop. Like, I don't want to see that comparison again. It wants me to, I literally want to pull each individual eyelash out. They are not similar. Like, please.
Not
I
the
just had to get it
eyelashes
off
though.
my
Not the
chest.
eyelashes. The eyelashes is crazy. Don't do that.
I'd
You
rather
gonna come
choose last, okay? He's like that.
you gonna pull eyelashes out and then come on a podcast? That's crazy, yo. I'll be
Listen,
hosted
I
by my.
came on the podcast sick, so
Yeah,
you
sure. If I
can't look
take
at
this
my
hat off,
choices.
sure. If I take this hat off, I'm on the podcast going crazy, man.
Yes, and Sabrina
But yeah,
erasure
yeah,
is not allowed here.
yeah, yeah. Listen, Sabrina
I
is
think
more
Sabrina's
Steph,
more Steph
is more
than
Steph than Caitlyn.
Caitlyn is more Trey Young.
I'll say Steve Nash for Caitlyn, to be honest.
Steve
I,
Nash had a floater and could work in the mid range, and yeah, no.
remember that picture I sent y'all about Caitlin Clark shooting mid range in college, and then how it just dwindled down. She was heavy in the mid range as a freshman, sophomore, a little bit of a junior year, but then it went away. I don't like the whole three and lay. Like, I want you to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mm-hmm.
know, like, I don't know, man. Like, the way the game is going to, and it's gonna affect women's basketball now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a lot of things affecting women's basketball now that women's basketball is getting the notoriety and stuff. We're gonna see some rules changes. This is what is gonna help Caitlin Clark too, y'all. They're gonna do that rule change on the perimeter. You can't touch like
Mm-hmm.
what they do in the
You
NBA.
gotta
They're
get
gonna
both.
do it.
You gotta get. Yep. You gotta get
Gotta
both.
be, gotta defend, hands
Yep.
off and stuff. They're gonna do that rule
Which is
change. It's
lame.
coming, which is
Lame.
lame and stuff. So, they're gonna do a bunch of that stuff, man. It's gonna get weird. It's going to get weird. So just be prepared. Be prepared for it.
Listen, but they do it with all the greats, right?
Yeah, but listen, y'all. The best shooter I ever seen in women's basketball. I'm gonna say it before. I'm gonna say it again. Her name is Maggie Lucas. Penn State Machine Gun Maggie is her name. That's the greatest shooter I've ever seen. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen her light up your. I ain't gonna say no names, but I see her light up players.
Yeah.
She lit that player. She lit that player up too. I seen her. I
Yeah,
seen it.
Machine Gun Maggie can shoot that thing.
Yeah, she could. I'm telling you, it's the greatest. The same form every time. Like, man, please, Machine Gun Maggie and stuff. And I hope that she sees this, and that's how much I appreciate her game.
Let's get her on the show.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Maggie on the show.
Yeah,
She's gonna have to get her on the show. She's coming on the show and stuff. We're still working on this other show for y'all for Patreon and stuff. So basically, it looks like every time we get a guest, we're gonna just bring them on Patreon and stuff like that. That's gonna be for y'all, and then maybe like a month or two later, we'll throw it on publicly and stuff like that. But we're gonna bring y'all everything first, man. So y'all just keep on supporting, man, for real. That's all. We're going to put our heads together and have something out for y'all for like next week or something like that. Maybe even sooner, actually. Maybe we might just drop something sooner and everything. So just stay tuned with us, man. Nah, we ain't got no saying no names. So
What are you talking about for the Patreon?
Oh, for the Patreon. Here we go. Y'all crazy, yo. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy with that one, man.
Look, y'all, I can't. I wish I could rewind that tape of DA's face from Tuesday when I said, hold on, I want to give him a clue real quick. And his face, I mean, he zoomed all the way into the camera. He got nervous. He thought I was about to say who it was. I'm like, come on, bro. I know it's 800 plus people in here. I'm not gonna put you out there like.
Yeah, don't do that to me, please.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never do that. But that was fun. That story was fun, and yeah, we got more of that coming. All right, let's wrap this up because I think my Lakers are on the clock and they about to piss me off. So I don't want to curse too much. Yep, Cameron, he was 100% like that.
Yeah, no. Hey, do y'all? Let me ask you a question real quick before we go. We're gonna sign out after that. I just want to know: do y'all want some NBA content or whatever? Do y'all want something like that? Like y'all want like a show talk about the NBA for a little bit or whatever? You know what I'm saying? I do kind of want to talk about this draft.
Yeah, we tried and we just
we tried. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Me and Laura be like, hey, me and Laura be like, all right, NBA, and then we get so unmotivated. So we're the most unmotivated NBA podcasters ever.
I mean, but I just feel like it wasn't to me. Like it just this season was just blah.
The only time it was fun was
hold on. They selected who? Dalton. Who the hell is Dalton? All right. I'll look that up later. Just don't talk about Zach Edey and my Grizzlies. Did they pick him up? Who did he go to? Did he get drafted yet?
Edey's on the Grizzlies. Yo, I'm a Zach Edey
that's
guy.
Nice. I was gonna say if so, that's not bad. It's a low risk, high reward.
What? Yo, Zach Edey's vastly underrated, yo. Oh, that's a big pickup. I like that. I like that. Nope, I like that, man. Listen, I know people see
that's
Zach
pretty hard. 9th. I didn't think he was gonna go 9th.
No, yeah. Yeah. Listen, like Zach Edey, like they get so don't get it misconstrued, man, with how slow he is and all this other stuff, man. No, that dude is a hooper. Sometimes, yeah, you're born in the wrong era of basketball, but nah. I'm not mad about that. Lauren, no, I think I put Zach onto Zach Edey on Thursday. Lauren, watch him.
That's
Watch him,
literally one
please.
of the only people I know in the draft.
Watch him. Watch
But
him.
I
Nah.
do know that the Lakers just got a shooting guard, and it's like, we
And,
need a center. Like, we just need a big body.
and the
Jeez
Thunder
Louise.
and my Spurs, they traded the 8th pick, man. We actually
saw
drafted
that.
I'm like, all right, whatever. But we trying to, I guess, I don't know. My Spurs is my Spurs, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna go up against the whatever's, we good. And also Oklahoma City just drafted one of the best point guards too. His name is Nikola Topic, from Serbia. He's 6'7" point guard. He's a 6'7" point guard. But he blew his knee out and stuff, but he's worth it. He's worth the wait. No. If he didn't blow his knee out, he would have went earlier. Like he was supposed to be number one behind. He not the French guy that went number one. It was him. No, this dude Topic is nasty. He nasty. Yeah, he like Luka. Like no lie. Like a Luka type of player, man. But yo, we're gonna get out of here. That's enough NBA talk for today. Thank you for listening to Keeping It 9450, Codename WBB. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the 9450, Instagram the 9450_, on TikTok as well, and on YouTube at the 9450. 407 subs. We are 93 away from 500, y'all. Listen, tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. You know what I mean?
Yes.
To tap
Listen,
in.
we got 800 people in here. There's no way we surely have 400 subs. Get to it.
No, we got 968.
Yes. So come on. Everybody just go to YouTube right now.
Might as well. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube and y'all commenting with us, man, shame on you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just keep on following us and everything. Hey, listen, don't forget to follow that Patreon too at KI 9450. It should be the 9450, but hopefully we might have to fix that. But KI 9450, that's the Patreon. Support what we're building, and we're gonna make it happen and stuff. So stay tuned. We got some Patreon content coming out, and
we should be back Sunday, I believe, because the game's in early, because you know how the WNBA is. So
yeah,
we'll be back on Sunday 8:30. Yes, right, cool. I just saw that, Danielle. I gotta look. I don't know who that is, child. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Shout out to the Lakers for drafting the guy that could jump high. He could dunk. That's all I seen. He could dunk. Tennessee, I think. I forgot what school he went to, but whatever. Y'all be safe. Love is love.